There's a links. There's a link. Yo. We have a rare and shiny linkable who has appeared. Link, check it out. I'm running another new arms thing. This time it's actually like a reasonable affair. And not like me trying to run a massive 50-person tournament series when there's only 3 people in the scene. I could change the color to be like a deeper yellow, and then find like, oh yeah, we'll go with the bolder yellow. So I'll just, you've been initiated. There, you're still yellow, but it's a slightly different tone. While you're dealing with a reasonable arms fair, either he under... Ooh. That sounds exciting. I'm looking... Is that something that I might hear about in the distant future? Shifting my focus back over to where it should be. Garrison is duking it out against Slash. Garrison going in with his classic Ninjala. Slash going in with Kid Cobra. We've got a kind of default build, but with the Burchuck slipped on, I'm definitely not opposed to the Burchuck is an excellent choice on Kid Cobra. Especially with the way Kid Cobra likes to jump all over the place. It definitely makes him a lot more dangerous, and it's one of the better things that I could have. Some sparring sessions with folks in arms in Japan. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds hype. Oh yeah, now I just add in Via and Scrap. And just a reminder to anybody who might be in the Scrapstar Initiative server, if you're looking to play ARMS, these are people just joined the server. If they joined the server and they picked up a role, that means they want to do that thing. If you ping them, I'm suspecting they're going to reply, hopefully eventually. But it's definitely more likely there because the server is new. So if you are, say, Jico, and you're looking to play more ARMS, you could just go into the sparring channel and just like ping ARMS and be like, hey, who wants to fight? Or Mr. Pringles could do that. Or if Linkable was in the server, he could do that. Actually, on that note, is the link still up? Or do I need to make a permanent one? I think it's still up, so I'll drop it now. If anybody would like to join the Scrapstar Initiative server for ARMS or Ninjala, all you gotta do is click on that link. I will also make a quick little announcement here. If people are interested in things that I do outside, I have started making little perlers. As it currently stands, there are only Pokeballs and Ninjala weapons, Ninja Gum weapons. But I did make a couple of little ARMS logos The Ribbon Girl one is pretty cute. I made the Mechanica one too. It is now in my backpack. And I'll probably be up to selling those. I want to make the Ninja Gum specifically. Yeah. So if you want some little craftables, I make little craftable things. It's all cute. Like Chico. Moving into our next fight, Slash is going core defaults here with Slavabed and Hydra. Garrison is looking to play it safe, or play with his tried and true once again, Triblast and Roaster. Oh yeah, I couldn't make a default rule as one of the options. Oh yeah, that shield is really scary again. Poor Slash to have to contend with his build. Garrison just dominating that round, teleporting out of everything safely, getting really good pokes, and securing a very confident point. Heading into our next round, Slash has swapped things up once again, brought back that Burchuck. Manages to get a poke on Garrison, but this is again a notable lead, or was a notable lead for Garrison. That said, tides can change very quickly in this game. All you have to do is just find a little bit of tempo, a little bit of opportunity to capitalize. And things quickly can turn your favor. Unfortunately, that is a whiff rush, and that is going to just make things increasingly more difficult. Garrison lands another KO and will be claiming a second point for himself in the initiative. He becomes initiated. Who wants to be initiated? I could be initiated. I'm not initiated right now. I'm just a scrub, but you could be initiated. All you have to do is get invited to one of these events, win, and you get a fancy title in a very niche server that very few people are going to look into. But you know, that's how it is. Yeah, maybe I could show up every once in a while. I mean, if I could find another commentator to do commentary while I'm playing. It's definitely not out of left field, but I would rather focus on being the commentator for these things. Diving into our next round. Garrison going to be swapping things up, trying out Min Min. See how she fares against Slash's Kid Cobra. So far it is working impeccably. Oh no! Slash is just stuck in a short hop loop as that Chakram is chewing him alive. Ah, smarted. Just could not find his way around. Garrison is just pummeling this poor guy. Oh my goodness. Slash trying to find his way in. He gets the grab. Let's go. Trying to find his way in to get anything going, but Garrison is just neutraling him to death. Keeping good pressure, staying nice and aware of what Slash is doing and capitalizing and punishing pretty effectively. Or not necessarily neutraling him to death. It's just very much when he has the situation, like once he has momentum, he's just he is capitalizing on that momentum, and Slash clearly doesn't have experience handling that level of pressure, and is just causing him to crumble. Another point for Garrison, setting himself up in a sizable lead. This will be a tough one for Slash to be able to pull through on, but anything's possible. How would a Splatoon 1v1 work? It really wouldn't. Characters are too slow, it takes too long, and then... yeah... Are there any good close range stages for that? I'm thinking too big scope right now. I need to just focus on like ARMS and Ninjala and just have fun with that. If I did do Splatoon, it's probably just going to be the Tableturf. Splatoon doesn't need a small scale. I mean, it would benefit from small scale stuff too, but you know, there's plenty of other people who are getting far more support than I am that can do those. I'll help out the smaller groups. When Steam House comes out, I can absolutely do like small little events for that. Ooh, that would be fun. I like this choice of arm. Phoenix can be a little hard to aim, but when you are landing it, it's such a good arm. And it's got a pretty fun rush as well, despite it being very risky. Parasol is a really nice pick on the fact that like it's going to be able to parry down a lot of things. And should be very, like, provided Slash can use it to protect himself, I think it's provided it is used defensively, it can give Slash a lot of great openings. Alas, we did not see much success in that first run, and it is going to be put away for a Mander. We get the Burr to hit, we get the Slam-a-Mander to connect, and that is a good 300 damage being put onto Garrison right from the opening. Slash looking to try to hold this as much as possible. Lots of short hops, lots of big movements that are kind of risky. And we didn't see nearly as much in the other group, or N-Guy or Jico, just because of how much risk is involved in aerial movement in arms. It's really good, but unless you're doing it well with Kid Cobra, or you're always flying like Dr. Coil, there's a lot of risk factor in going for this kind of stuff. Good shield breaking rush, manages to walk through, but he is gonna get stuck landing into that rush. Good 1-2 hits, manages to get Slash to be able to knock Garrison into the red. Just one more poke should be enough, and he'll be able to claim a point. Garrison gets that Dragon Arm Chakram ready, and is likely looking to chop off the remainder of Slash's hopes and dreams. Those high vertical movements are definitely a good call now, and manages to get him down while retaining that magic pixel. Slash gains a point, and Garrison is gonna put the Chakram away. In comes the parasol once more. This is a really good arm against Garrison's arms. You can use it really well just to parry down anything that Garrison throws out. But he has to get the timing and hits through to be able to make that work. That was a blast confirmed. That was an unblockable. Just a really, he is putting Slash in as hard of a place as possible here with those explosions, and Slash is just struggling to keep up. There's another rush. He sees a clean landing, and that's going to be another point for him. Garrison looking for one more win to get a clean 5-0 sweep against Slash and be the other person to be initiated. Get the fancy roll. Not sure what Slash might have cooking to be able to answer this matchup. Honestly, just seems like an unfortunate case of inexperience. Slash definitely still figuring out the scope of arms and how it plays. And Garrison is notably more confident in what he is doing. Even going for techie show-off stuff, like the unblockable explosions. I could move you over there and that would get the sun. But that's why I think it's a little bit more... Anyways. Heading into what might be the last of this first of 5. Slash will be sticking with Lollipop, going double Vander. Okay, we've got the Phoenix coming back in. Garrison. All right, there he is. There he goes. Garrison is going to be going in with the Tri-Blast Chilla once again, looking to just pummel Slash down, beat him down as quick as he can. Quick grab does give Slash a light opening, a little bit of a lead. He needs every point of damage he can get. Nice block, amidst all that chaos. Imagine if you could actually get like the Lollipop's shield, air shield, while you're frozen. I wonder if that's possible. I feel like it would be considered a glitch, but you do have a little bit of air movement. It would be really funny if there's like frame perfect move, like inputs you could do that gets the shield out even when you're frozen. Slash gets caught landing once again. That's honestly, yeah, that's like one of the biggest ways that a new player or more inexperienced player will get punished against a more competitive, experienced individual. Like the jumps are probably their best answer to counter most of what a more experienced player will be doing. But it's also the way they're going to get punished the most, because they're constantly in the air. And all the opposing player has to do is kind of just wait it out, see what they're going to do, wait for them to use up all their resources, and then as the jumping player is landing, just punish them. 9 times out of 10 you'll catch them, they'll get punished, and they'll take damage. And there's very little they can do in those situations. It can be really frustrating as a newer player when you come across these like higher level players who just like barely ever leave the ground, and they just watch you jump up, and they hit you.
And that does seal the deal, with Garrison taking the 5th point and winning the first to 5 against Slash.